Second Nature for Children is in the house. Coach, how you doing?
As always, man, great, great. How about yourself?
Man, I'm doing absolutely well. I'm ready to jump right into it. First, I want to make sure, man, everyone who's tuning in, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mind, your body, and your soul. If you don't know how to do it, just reach out to me. Let's talk about it. As a matter of fact, talking about putting us a chop up session together every Monday night at 9 o'clock. Come in for a brief moment and just kind of just talk about it, with and not be on Facebook and not be on YouTube, and we just zoom in. So if you'd like to be part of it, chop up session where we just come in and talk about it. There's my email address. Shoot me an email so I can have your email. Come trying to see right now, Coach, how I want to do it further as getting the link out so everyone can tune in, zoom in, and we could do that. But I definitely want to start that the first Monday to kick 2026 off. It's time to do something different, time to do something new, time to take your life to another level, time to be true to yourself, time for that self-assessment as we always talk about and as you bring up. It's time to do it. It's been time to do it. Just
Yeah.
like it's been time to really work on our mental health, our physical and our spiritual. We've been guided in so many different directions with different beliefs on this and beliefs on that. That's why we can't never come together, everybody giving their opinions on certain things, and that's okay. But it's time to start telling the truth, and it's time to start speaking facts where we all can come in on the same accord and we don't have to be debating back and forth. I know people they like to go back and forth with beliefs and things like that, but it's time to just really come in with facts. And so if you would like to be a part of it, man, when we come in with our chop up session, definitely shoot me an email. And so when I send this link out, you can come in. That'll be Monday nights at 9 o'clock. And we'll only be on, depending on how many come on as we get it started for just 30 minutes, just 30 minutes. I'm gonna let the folks go in. Go ahead on.
I'm curious what that response gonna be. That's all.
I'm
I'm curious. I really am. I mean, uh, we'll see. Time will
I'm
tell.
I'm putting it out because, man, we need to definitely work on our mental state. We need to definitely, and the problem is that we're having that a lot of us, we don't see that we need to work on our mental state. That's the biggest problem right there, and we need to just come in. Like I said, that's why I want to keep it off of social media and just bring us in a room together and just let us just chop it up. That's what I want to do because I could have started just going live, putting it out there, and but
No, no,
yeah, no,
no,
no, no,
no.
no.
Because
Go ahead
it
on.
can be like a showcase. Nah, nah. You
Right.
trying to something for real. You don't need no attention on it. It's just us.
Absolutely.
Just
Absolutely.
us. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And so we'll
Real
kick,
talk.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna kick it off and we'll see as time go on, how many people join on. So we definitely gonna kick that off. So once again, if you'd like to be part of this chop up session, we're just dealing with the mind, the body, and the soul. That'll start whatever Monday that is once the year kick in, 9 o'clock. And we're Eastern time here. So just look at your schedule and we'll make it happen. Let's make it do what it do. But tonight, Coach, I want to talk about this right here. And I'm going to give this topic and then I'm going to break this topic down. And then I'm going to let you go in. I want you to share whatever it is you want to share. If it's something on this topic or whatever's on your heart, whatever you want to share, you just share it. But I want to talk about have being comfortable hurt blacks. That's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about have being comfortable hurt blacks. And so I want to break it down. So when we talk about being, uh, in this sentence right here, is used to show action in the present. Being is used to show action in the present. Being, and when we talk about comfortable, I'm talking about a state of physical or psychological ease. I'm just relaxed. I'm just talking about being relaxed. We can how we got really relaxed. And then when I'm talking about hurt, I'm talking about to feel pain or to cause pain or injury to yourself or someone else. So, Coach, I ask you, and you share whichever way you want to go with it, however you look at it. Have being comfortable hurt blacks. What you think about that?
I would say, yeah. And
Mm,
I also say a lot of people to me are not comfortable. They're just stuck,
mm,
you know. They're stuck in what's familiar. They're stuck in the fact that when I look over there, when I look over there, someone is doing much more worse than I am. So I guess I'm all right. You know, when I look around me, most of the people are doing similar to me. So I must be doing all right. You know what I mean? Not understanding that they can be better than where they are at this moment. You know, you can't stop dreaming. You can't stop yearning for better. Well, you shouldn't. Let me put it like that.
mm,
You shouldn't because you got life. You still living. You don't know what's around the corner. You know, and comfort can be comforting, but deep down inside, is that all you feel you should be where you are? You know, are you saying that right now you've given your best you got?
mm,
That what you saying? You know, that's what we talk about self-assessment. These are questions you got to ask yourself, man. Only you can come up with that answer. So to answer the question again, I say, yeah, it
mm,
has.
okay.
You know, and not paying attention to what's going on around us and how it can impact our life. To me, that's hurt us too. We still, spending like if, everything is everything. No, it's not. No, it's not, man. You
Okay.
know, a lot of us got, to me, I call them financial shackles.
Mm,
You know, you obligated to pay this, that, and the other. So you so strapped that you got to keep rolling the way you're rolling,
mm,
or you in trouble. you know. So yeah, it hurts, but a lot of us, to me, are stuck. And I
mm.
come to just stuck, like, okay, this is what it is, you know,
Okay.
that's how it's gonna be, and that's it, you
Okay.
know.
I'm glad. I'm glad that when I put these topics out, Coach, that I never want to talk to you about them until we come together. So if we see it different, then I want you to share how you see it. I share how I see it, and so that's what I definitely love about it. But I would definitely have to concur that we have become comfortable and it's really hurting us as a people. So I would definitely have to go with yes, because being comfortable has hurt us in so many ways, especially in the area when you're dealing with the mind, the body, and soul. And that's where I stay within my area. And first, I want to look at mentally. Mentally, a lot of us are comfortable where we are mentally. Just like I said, and you said, well, we're stuck. We're stuck mentally. A lot of us don't know how to take things to the next level, need to move to the next level. And that's why it's so important when I always talk about a mentor or something that gives you advice to help you move forward. Because a lot of us, we don't know how to move forward to make things manifest. That we may have great thoughts and some good things going on in our head,
Yeah, yeah,
even if we have self-destructing behavior, Coach, because a lot of us, the older we get, here's a fact, our listening skills diminish. We don't want to hear it. We're not listening. We don't want to hear it because once again, we stuck. And if we hear anything different or anything that go against what we believe, we'll fight against it, even though it could be something good that can help you. But by you being mentally stuck, you don't listen to it. You only hear it, and you only hear it because, of course, you have ears. And that's why I always say we all need, from one of the videos, we all need a mentor or something that gives us good advice that we would take heed to. Because a lot of us, Coach, are dealing with a mental illness and we don't want to admit it. And the thing is, when someone is conscious, your mental illness is on display. Yeah, you may not see it, but other people see it. And the reason you could tell it's on display because you can see it. You don't care what you say. You don't care how you act in public. You just don't. You can got to the point where if someone trying to give you advice on something, it kind of calm you down because whatever is bothering you or traumatizing you that you haven't dealt with or healed from, you're acting out on it. And if someone try to check you out on it and talk to you about it, now it causes a conflict because you don't want to hear it. And let me tell you something. When people can literally see your mindset just from your actions, just from your talking, man, I can see you got some issues. I can see you got issues. And coach, you jump in anytime you want to. And that's one of the biggest problems. And instead of seeking help, getting you some help, like I said, a lot of times what is abnormal has become normal to you. That's why you won't seek help because you don't see nothing wrong. And the only way you are able to seek help is that you got to admit, damn, I need help. Something is wrong. And we don't see, coach, we don't see nothing is wrong with our behavior a lot of times. So, coach, I put it like this right here to you. That's why I always say, be careful of the illusion. I always talk about that illusion. I always talk about that illusion because you think, here's the mind. We still talk about your mental. You think your behavior is good. Slow down. But not realizing that it's a false ideal or belief. You thinking it's good,
Mhm.
but you're being fooled. It's just like a magic trick. It's an illusion. That's all it is. That didn't really disappear. It's an illusion. So just because you think that everything is okay, it's a false idea or belief because an illusion is a thing that is or is likely to be wrongly perceived or interpreted. I want them to get that because a lot of us are dealing with an illusion. Mentally, we think one thing is one way, but it's wrongly perceived and we're interpreting it the wrong way.
But what if you're seeing that around you and you tend to, it can, sort of compound it to you as, hey man, that's normal anyway. Because look over there. They just like that. Look over there. They kind of worse than me. So this must be, this must be okay.
Well, then you're looking at two different mindsets that's struggling mentally.
And yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah.
got two different mindsets that's struggling mentally because it's and that's the sad part about it. That's the sad part about it. Because like I said earlier, a lot of times we're doing things that our actions is showing that something is wrong mentally, and we don't see it. That's the problem. We don't see it, and then we won't listen to no one when they're trying to let us know, hey, you need to kind of chill out on this or chill out on that. Now that mental illness is gonna come out on you. Either they cursing you out or they talking about you ain't this or they talking about you ain't that, and they don't understand. And that's why I keep telling you, we're a long way off from getting it together as a people because first you have to get it together as an individual.
True, true.
And
Yeah.
individually, we're not even getting it together. When we did the video, and you got to understand that there are over 200 mental disorders. It's something that you're dealing with. It's something that you're dealing with. But a lot of us, we won't admit, we won't say, you know what? Let me look back 5 to 10 years. Am I getting better? We always talk about that assessment. Am I really sitting down? When I found, Am I where I want to be right now? Am I setting things where I'm moving forward? I got a new year coming in, how man has set the calendar. Am I working to be better this year coming in? Am I setting any goals? Am I trying to take things to another level? Am I working on my mental health? Do I know how important it is to take care of myself physically so I can begin to move the dopamine and the serotonin and the cortisol, all these different chemicals through my body that puts me in a better mood? Do I understand that a lot of times depression and being stressed out is coming from me just literally not taking care of myself a lot of times? Yeah. You just keep running that car and keep running that car and you don't do any maintenance to it. It'll
There
break
you
down.
go.
Yeah, it'll break
Yep.
down on you
Yep.
faster. Yeah, it'll break. Just keep running it. Just keep running it. And a lot of us, we're just running our bodies and we're not maintaining our mind, our bodies, or our souls. And we're in trouble, coach. So, like I say once again, that's why I always say, coach, I always say this. And a lot of folks be like, well, I don't need this. I got no, it's something or somebody, if it ain't even a person. Are you reading? Are you studying? Are you trying to be better? How many books have you read lately to better yourself? It's something that you have to do that gives you good advice. How many times have you really sit down and really analyze your life? Am I head? Am I in a good place? When you go back and think that when you was a child and you said what you wanted to be when you become an adult, did you achieve it? Is it over? Some things that I'm sure that you said you wanted to be, you probably can't be it right now. You probably can't be that professional football, basketball, because a lot of us we lean towards sports and things. But it's something. It's still something right now that you can do that can take your life to another level. You just got to be willing to do it. You got to be willing to do it. And us being comfortable, because we just settled. We good. I'm good. Not realizing that it's certain things in life that if you was doing the right thing, you could be put in a place in life where someone needs your help.
True.
Now, what happens a lot of times is when you are not there for that person or persons, now you got a line of people suffering because you didn't do your part. It's just like a family. We all supposed to be a family, right? So if you don't do your part as a mother or a father, because just I always tell you, just because you're a parent, that don't mean nothing, man. An animal can be a parent, a plant can be a parent. You have to know how to nurture. And a lot of us didn't know, wasn't nurtured. Our parents showed us love because they did the best they can to take care of us. But nurturing and then having a mother and father in the house nurturing at the same time, a lot of us didn't experience that. Some experienced it, and still it didn't matter whether a mother and father was in the house because it depends on how their relationship was.
True. True.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
depends on it depends on how their relationship was. So we got to find someone or something to listen to, someone that gives us good advice, someone that we could trust, and we got to take that assessment. Got to be big on that right now with our mental state. We got to take that assessment of what was said when someone gives us advice. And then we need to be able to go sit somewhere, go take that assessment when they give it to you, and be able to adjust your life to make the changes that need to be made. And if you take that assessment and you see what someone gave you advice that you don't think was good advice, be able to go back to them and have a conversation and not an argument.
Mm.
That's
Oh man.
yeah, that's one of the biggest problems. That I
Mm.
mean, that's a whole video within itself talking about
Yeah.
us communicate. Cause you want to jump in, you can jump in and
No,
share whatever you.
it's sound funny, but it's so real because I know I said before, if you're doing the assessment and you know where you fall short, when someone, hit that nail on the head, so to speak, on that particular thing that you fall short, you can easily say, man, I know, man, I'm working on it because that's what you're doing. But if you're not, and you know that's an issue with you, you're gonna blow up.
Yeah,
You're gonna push back, you're gonna act a fool because you feel some kind of way, you know. You feel some kind of way because they, criticizing you, like people say, putting you down, but come on, man.
and definitely, and we got to do better. And that's the thing, to be able to tell someone so they can go and take that assessment. I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, and sometimes 10 times out of 10, they're gonna blow up on you. They're gonna blow because they don't want to
Oh,
hear
yeah,
it. Yeah, that responsibility and that accountability, those two words right there that you have to put into play in your life, and we don't want to do it. And I'm gonna tell you, because of the illusion, it'll have you thinking this right here. It'll have you thinking that drugs, excessive alcohol drinking, overeating, putting all your personal business on social media,
shopping.
shopping.
Shopping. Some
Go down,
people, I know some people that's their therapy.
go down the list, go down the list,
Shopping, yep.
go down the
Hmm.
list. Got out spending money,
Hmm.
especially money you don't have to
You
spend.
don't have,
You
because
don't
you
have
borrowing
to.
it from the credit card. That's what you're doing. If you put credit, you're borrowing it. You are. Look at the APR. Look
That's
at the
all.
interest rate now. Okay. I'm just
That's all you're
saying.
doing. And when you go out and overspend like that, all you're doing, you're not thinking a lot of times, it's really just enslaving yourself into more bondage to now you got to go do it because you got to pay for this stuff. Or it goes back or whatever, but you got to pay for this stuff. So where's your freedom? Where's your freedom? And like I say, you're doing these things and putting all your business out, especially when we have this social media. Some of the stuff y'all saying and doing on these apps, it's apps that your mental illness is on display.
That's under, yep, it
It's on
surely
display
is.
and you don't even see it. That's the
Yep,
sad part about it. That lets me
yeah,
know even more something is wrong with you because you're out here putting all your business out on social media and you thinking and you calling it therapy because it makes you feel good.
good. For
It
a moment. Just
and
for a
it
moment.
and it's just for a moment.
Just for a moment.
That's the sad part they
Till the
don't get.
next time you put something else out there, and then the next time, come on now.
And
Yeah,
it's
man.
and just because of that, just because that moment, like you said, is making you feel good, it doesn't mean that whatever you're dealing with, that you have really solved the problem.
That's true.
That's the problem.
And then when you call yourself putting people on blast, depending on who's looking, you're also putting yourself on blast.
Absolutely.
It's a different, every coin got two sides, right? Okay, you're putting yourself on blast too. It might be entertaining what you're saying, but that person, if they're in tune, they're also like, why would you even feel comfortable to say what you're saying? What is missing when it comes to you? You got to think about that too. You're displaying yourself as well as whoever you're talking about. That's what you're doing.
And not only that, right there, coach, that's perfect. And then we'll begin to blame other people and begin to talk about them real bad when if they say anything about you need to kind of chill out on that. You need to chill out on that. They'll come back and talk about you so bad, like you the one with the problem, because they don't see it, coach. And that's so sad how you'll come on and when things don't go the way you want them to go or you
True.
think they should go, now it's somebody else's fault. You won't look at yourself to say, you know what, man, I need to chill out. And now you mad at somebody else, friend or family or whoever it is you mad at because they don't want to deal with your mess. Think about that. Think about how many people cursing folks out right now, calling them this and calling them that because they decided I don't want to deal with that.
Don't deal with that. I
That's
saw a piece that comes to mind. I'm cutting you. I saw a
go ahead
piece
on,
that
go
came
ahead on.
to mind. A young lady, uh, a brief synopsis. From what I see, she wants to be acknowledged, and the person did not acknowledge her by introducing her to his daughter. And all she was, according to what she said, she was just a gym buddy. She's just a gym buddy. The daughter happened to come across them in the gym, and he was, have a brief conversation with his daughter, and that was it. And the daughter left, and the female felt some kind of way that he did not introduce her to the doctor. I said,
See that,
"Wow,
son? And,
wow."
and by you,
The greatest acknowledgement is you acknowledging you.
absolutely.
You don't need that from anybody else. And if you feel like you need it, so much so that you can say what you say, it's something going on with you. Come on, there's something going on with you. You need that? Really? Come on, man. But hey,
Coach, I'm gonna tell you something.
yeah.
By you saying that right there, you literally have people get in their feelings and emotions and get upset because they say you didn't acknowledge me. Well, I did this or I did that. I acknowledge you. I did, but and you didn't. I just want to be acknowledged. You didn't acknowledge me, and you getting upset. That's crazy. They don't see it though.
But
Go ahead
I'm
on.
not, and I get it because, like I said, I look at these things. They're not only entertaining, man. They're educational to me because
Absolutely.
I couldn't really phantom someone who's grown, who's solid in their foundation, would feel some way, something that's even if okay, I can understand to some degree if you were a significant other,
Okay.
you know what I mean, you're starting off something, so you feel some kind of way. I get that.
Absolutely.
But you share that with that person, man. Hey man, I feel some kind of way because you don't come on there and say what you say, and then but you don't want to be bothered for the person playing with you. Come on, man. You're supposed to be on. That's folks. Kids should do that, but that's what we are now.
And
Like they said, what attention is the new currency.
it is.
I mean, it's
It
time
is.
to be lazy.
Folks want attention, so that's
It's come on.
and that's a disorder, whether you know it or not. They want attention so bad. It's something going on in their lives. They want attention so bad because you have people that don't even have a close relationship. And if one do something, you expecting for somebody else to do that same thing. Y'all don't even have a close relationship. Then
Yeah.
listen, if you don't do something because it's something you want to do, don't do it. Don't
Wow.
don't do it. If it's something you don't want to do, don't do it. And if it's something that you want to do and you don't get the return from it, don't get mad at the person who didn't give you the return.
Ah, ah, don't do that. To me, you didn't do it from your heart if you feel some kind of way.
You didn't
You
do it
do it
from
for
your
what
heart.
you think you might get
Hey,
in return. Right? Come on, what are you doing?
folks
You know what
doing
I'm
that.
saying?
Folks doing stuff, coach.
Come
And when you
on.
don't reciprocate or do it back the way they feel like or think that you should have done it, now they mad at you. Then it like, well, how genuine was it when you did it?
No, you
If you
did.
was
You know what I mean?
expecting, just expecting for something to come back. And then another
Man.
thing, yeah, we have to be careful when one or two people agree with your mental illness. You letting it fuel you. If you can get one or two people to agree with you, and you're not even understanding that you thinking that
Yeah.
you right, but you don't even understand, hell, they dealing with some mental illness themselves. Just to agree with something that's wrong. We have to be very careful. You got
Yeah, man.
yeah, you got a million saying that's not right, but then you got two saying, I agree with you. You go with the two. Cause something wrong with all three of y'all. We got to do better mentally. And physically being comfortable, man, let me tell you something. I promise you, you're gonna pay a price if you don't start exercising and cleaning up your diet. All you gotta do is look around, look at mama now. Just look at mama now. Look at mama now. Look at kinfolk. What are you missing? If you don't take care of yourself as you get, you're gonna pay a price for it if you don't start. And let me tell you something. Ain't this something? I want you to think about this for a second. I'm gonna let you go. Ain't it something how we would take a belief and buy into it, not knowing if it's true or not, but we won't take heed to the truth when it's something that can be proven with evidence? When someone is telling you that you better take care of yourself physically, mentally, and spiritually, if not, you're gonna pay a price. That's a fact. We'll run away from that, but we'll believe in a religion or we'll believe in something that we have no proof about. It's just something that we accepted. I just want you to think about that, how twisted that is. You would rather go with a belief instead of going with the truth, something that could be proved. And I'm telling you right now, it's the truth. Anybody can die. You could take care of yourself. You could do what we know. But statistically, when you don't take care of yourself, your numbers to an early death go up.
And not only that, we talking about also um, trying to create a great quality of life.
Absolutely.
You know, for however long you're going to be here, you don't want to be struggling and suffering because of something that you didn't do. You know, we don't know how long we're going to be here.
That's right.
You know, so why would you want to be here for however long you have, and you got to struggle, you got to suffer because you didn't do certain things, you know, that you should have been doing. I mean, well, at the end of the day, like I said, it's your life, man.
And
It's
what
your
we're
life.
and what we're not thinking about, that quality of life is not going to be good as we get older. It's not going to be
No,
good.
no,
If
it's
you're
not.
if you're not taking care of
You know,
yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually, and when I say spiritually, I'm not talking about no doggone religion. I'm talking about living by standards, having do's and don'ts, and living on principles. That's what I'm talking about when
yeah,
I talk about
that's it.
spiritual. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about religion. I'm not talking about your custom and formality. That's not happening. I'm talking about standards, do's and don'ts, and principles. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm telling you, once again, don't take care of yourself in those areas. That's your foundation. You're going to pay a price. And a lot of us are already paying a price because we didn't take care of ourselves mentally, spiritually, and physically. A lot of us are already taking the price, paying a price for it right now. We're paying
And
a
here's
price
the
for it.
kicker:
Kick it.
wouldn't even admit, wouldn't even admit it. Man, I'm taking a beating because of what I did or what I didn't do. Come on, man. Never too late to turn it around, but like I said, it's your life, your choice. So,
And I'm going to tell you this. Absolutely. And one thing I understand, you can't help someone until they realize and willing to accept help. I don't care if that's your friend, your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your grandma, I don't care who it is, your family, I don't care who it is. Until someone is willing to be helped, ain't nothing you could do. So they can stand over there, let them curse you out, let them talk bad, let their mental illness stay on display. Because one thing about this right here, if I had something that I need to say to anyone, a close person, a family member, there is no way in the world I would come on social media and blast you when I got your phone number or I can get
talk
your
to that
phone
person.
number.
Yeah, talk to that person.
So they don't understand. That's your
Yeah,
that
talk to
that
that person.
that's
Yeah.
showing mental illness right there. You don't even understand. You putting all this out and you don't even care. You don't even care. That's showing whether you know it or not. That's showing that you. So who do you think want to be bothered with you with
Mm-hmm.
that? There you go. There you go. Then you want to blame everybody else. but your mental illness is on display.
You don't want a solution. You just want to air whatever you want to air. You don't want a solution. So,
Right. Especially like I said, when you can hit that person up, get that number. If it's real. Now, if you just want to, like I said, if you just want to put your mental illness on display, then just keep doing what you're doing. Because conscious people, they see you and they talking about you. And then you come on saying you don't give a damn what they say. That's showing your mental illness. Because you don't have to care about what somebody think about you, this and that. But if you're displaying a mental illness, it's something you should care about. Because people gonna talk about you, regardless. But if you displaying a mental illness, you need to check yourself. So, Coach, I agree with you. We have become comfortable and it's hurting us. We're not taking care of ourselves mentally, spiritually. Uh, we're not taking care of ourselves. So you got 3 minutes, Coach. I'm done. We got to do a better job. Folks, if you want to chime in, we getting ready to kick it off with our chop up sessions. Shoot me your email so I can send you that Zoom. We're gonna start next Monday. And man, let's come in, let's talk about it. Let's work on being better and doing better. A new year coming up. So let's be better in 2026, Coach. I'm done.
I've realized something about myself, man. Um, I go places, get something to eat, have a cocktail or two, and just chill, listen to my little music in my ear. And believe it or not, I really don't want to be bothered with people, man.
Mm.
Especially people that I've never seen before. And man, I really don't want, but I'm not antisocial. Just that, okay, what is this door open up? What they got going on that
You got to be
I'm
careful.
gonna see it in a few, and like no, you know what I mean? It's
Got to
like,
be careful.
man,
You got to be
yeah,
careful.
I'm reluctant to deal with new folks, man. I'm not closed off, but that's the way I feel, man. I know everybody got this stuff going on, whatever, but man, people in the whole, it's like, man, you ain't see no consideration, you ain't see no respect, you ain't seeing that. You just seeing everything opposite that, man. Who wants to deal with that? You know what I mean? I'm sitting somewhere and at the end of the bar, getting some young lady on the phone, and I'm like, she could have gone outside with that conversation where everybody can hear this and this, all the profanity. It's like, you know, it sound and looks so ugly, man. I'm like, man, that's where we are. It becomes so commonplace. The disrespect, man, not only for others, but for ourselves. So commonplace now, man. This is like, wow. As human being, man, that's where we are. I know we're better than that. We need to really check ourselves, man. We need to check ourselves for real, man. You know, you don't have to put it on display. Just be honest with yourself, checking yourself, man. Am I that person? You know what I mean? Someone don't even know you. And when they hear coming out of your mouth, just turn off. Just turn them off. Come on, you want to be that person, but that's where we are, man. We can do better. We need to do better, man. Let's do it, people. Come on, man.
I am, Coach. I take that to heart. And until the next time, I catch you.
God, send me, man.